Hello everyone, wherever you're watching around the world, here for England versus West Indies. AA Cricket, Will Burford and ZX Gaming say hi. Yo Ethan, it's me Davis. Davis. Maybe I know you. I think I know you. Yeah, I think I do. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't. I think there might be a typo there. Anyway, I am, by the way, 15 seconds behind you or something like that, so, you know, I don't know what to expect. Anyway, the West Indies are 6 for 137. You've came here for cricket. I'm going to give you cricket. Hello, Will. It's good to have you here on the live stream. The match summary, well, it's been a pretty good game, that's for sure. John Campbell's the leading run scorer for the West Indies with a nice 32. And Jermaine Blackwood with 26. And currently not out on 24 is Jason Holder. Now, it says there's no one watching, but, well, there's two people watching now, apparently. We've got a massive day of Test match cricket. And it won't stop here, ladies and gentlemen. England versus West Indies, the big rivalry. Now, the West Indies have had a bit of a top order collapse in the third session, which I kind of was asleep for, but here we go for the next session. So, the West Indies openers have made their way into the middle now. 6 for 137. Massive event. Massive. 3 live viewers. Hello, and other persons came along. No messages from them, but it's a big series. And one thing is, this is probably going to be remembered as a series of a lot of controversy, a lot of everything, to be honest. You're going to get everything. Here's the first ball. He bowls. That's defended. Sorry, I kept my eye off there for that delivery. 6 for 137 is the score overnight. Sitting there. In the live chat says Joss Gary. Hello, I haven't seen you in the live chat before. Nice to see you. I guess that's what I'm going to say. It's so good to see you. And yeah, probably the streaming quality is not the best. He bowls. That's another good delivery outside off stump. Just solidly on the line and length. I'm hoping it's all good and golly. England need another 30. West Indies, need another 33 runs to avoid the follow-on. Want to hear from you guys. Who are you talking about, Joss, when you're saying Gary? Okay. Yeah, Will Burford says in the live chat, your live stream today got over 900 views. Okay, he bowls Archer. That's outside off stump. It's driven through cover. That's a fantastic stroke from Dowrich. He will grab maybe 3. 6 for 140. I'm going to make it say it's 3. Make do with 3, I reckon. And yeah, I'm not sure with that because it might have been a little bit faulty. Because what I saw was something about my stream seeing 600 views, then somewhere else it said 50, and somewhere else it said 900. On the public display it's 900, so I trust I got 900 views. Maybe just me being extra silly about everything going on. How's Archer going out here? Going pretty well, I reckon. A little bit behind play. He bowls. That is defended there for no run. So I just want to be clear. 15-second delay between the live chat and me. It's not because if I'm not responding immediately, it's not because I'm not encouraged by your message. It's because of how it all works on the system. Will Burford. You'll be on the first hour of today, then you have cricket for the rest of the day. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm only streaming for 2 hours today, probably. Archer bowls. That's a nice full delivery, and that is defended. Right on the stumps there. Archer's attacking, but there's not much to finish off the over. 6 for 140 West Indies. There's a lot of news going on around the world with cricket and stuff. Firstly, that collapse is pretty crazy. And secondly, well, I'm very excited to see what is bound to happen in the next now or then. Okay, the delay I've calculated is about 22 seconds. So, everything you hear was 22 seconds ago, okay? And remember, I'm reading a live chat from the live chat from another 22 seconds, so it's 42 seconds maybe. Or 44 seconds if you double it. So that's the golden rule. You have to wait a minute. And then I'll come back to you and I'll say thank you. My thoughts on the fans returning today. I haven't said much about fans. Are there spectators at this match? I haven't seen any. Here's Wokes in the attack. Just answer that question for me. About if there's spectators at this match. And how many spectators are there, if that's what you mean? Can't see any on the screen. Where are they? Always wondering where the spectators are. As Wokes is charging into Dowrich. Wokes running into bowl. Wokes bowls. And that's a nice delivery. That is just defended there. Solid bowling, as they say. Fans are in Middlesex versus Surrey. Different area of England. Guess that's a T20 match or something. So there's different rules for different places, that's for sure. Sure something's going to happen today. Yeah, I think it's risky having fans, but at the same time it adds energy to the game. That's just edged off to point. There'll be no run. Because without fans, cricket's a bit dull, in my opinion. But at the same time, we always need to be careful about the current health. I think some of the restrictions have been a little bit too tight. Like, people should do the right thing and obey the restrictions, but, you know. Wokes running into bowl to Dowrich. I know it has been terrible, Will. Name of the virus, which I can't say. That's a dot ball outside off stump. I'm not allowed to say the name of that virus you typed in the live chat, but it has been very bad. Also in Victoria, Australia, but in Perth, for example, I have somewhat like we're having footy games with 20,000 people out of this in a 60,000 seat stadium. So, yeah. And one thing I don't understand about England is you have stadiums that have 30,000 seats with tickets that cost like £500. I'm probably exaggerating here because I don't know how much they cost. Well, that's a pull shot. That's a very good shot by Dowrich, but they won't grab much out of that. They'll probably only be a single. England, they have such small stadiums, but their population is massive. Like, they have 5 tests, let's say, across 5 different stadiums, but they only have 30,000 seats. When Australian stadiums have like that was the largest stadium in England, like 35,000 seats. Whereas in Australia, they'd have probably 2 stadiums with 30,000, and then the rest are probably much bigger, like 40,000 and 60,000 and 100,000 and 50,000. And yet they have 90,000 people at soccer games, reading your thing in the live chat, Will. Like, that is kind of ridiculous. I don't understand what that is all about. I understand if you're complaining about, you know, but 90,000 people at the soccer, but only 30,000 people at the cricket. But that must explain why tickets are very expensive and hard to get. It's because there's so little seats. A Lord's seat in London, so you have 30,000 seats in a stadium, but there's 20 million people in the city. We have a stadium twice that size for cricket. As there's a cover drive there. Just bowling a full delivery there, Wokes. I'm going to grab 2. His holder. I know it's less popular, but like, that's like saying putting 20,000 seat in trying to find an Australian equivalent, maybe the third most popular sport. That's just like having 20,000 people at an NRL game in, I don't even have a city that big. That's like saying 10,000 people at an NRL game in Melbourne. Not going to happen. They need larger stadiums. The good thing about Australia is we have a large enough stadium to spread everyone around. Whereas in England, they're very small. Or compared to Australia, they are. Still a bit ridiculous in my opinion. I don't really understand what that's all about. They're just little posh grounds England has. Australia has big grounds with not much history, half of them. So I guess that's what English believe. Like, we used to have matches in the Wacker in Perth with 20,000 seats, and we used to always complain that the stadium is way too small for cricket. And eventually, the government listened and built a bigger stadium. Because we couldn't really put cricket in the Subiaco Oval. That fit 40,000 people, but wasn't big enough. No, it wasn't. Not that problem, but it was hard to make. It wasn't suitable for cricket. It was suitable for AFL, though. That's what you get sometimes. I don't know why they didn't play the cricket at Subi Oval, 40,000 rather than 20,000, but that's what you get sometimes. But hey, cricket's now in front of 60,000, and I'm pretty happy about that. Archer bowling to Dowrich. He bowls. That's very short. And that's tapped for a single. One thing I'm noticing, though, is that we see lots of England bowling to bounces to Dowrich. Now, they're attacking that batsman, and they're really giving him a challenging game. Hello, Will Burford again. You live next to Edgbaston, and they only have 15 people turning up at a county match. Well, what's it like? He bowls, and that's hit for no run. What's it like when there's a cricket match in the stadium and you're right next to Edgbaston and you can see the game, but the crowd's been emptied? That must be incredible. Do you invite friends over and stuff when that happens? I imagine that's what I'd do. I would bring as many friends as I legally under the restrictions I can under the restrictions, and I'd invite them into my house and let them watch it across Edgbaston. Or you're not allowed people to visit during the matches. So there's some policy with that. Bowls, and that's hit through mid-off. That's a fantastic stroke from Holder. That is brilliant batting. That'll be 4. It's that perfectly. Yeah, I don't know what it's like to live next to a cricket ground, to be honest. So, Archer's being smacked. You can't see into Edgbaston, though. Yeah, that's frustrating. But it must be like when you hear the crowd go, you're watching the match on TV, and you hear it 10 seconds before, and you don't know what's going on. By the way, you guys, I've set up a call, which I've invited you guys to link over email, so join me there. Seriously. I've got a link over email. I'm talking to the cricket badgers here. I gave you an email link so you can join in commentary if you want. You're welcome to join and stuff. It's through Zoom. Bowls. That's a short delivery that bounces over him. That is a fantastic bouncer. Just getting the batsman to duck. And that is the challenge. Cricket badgers. Hello, hello, hello. It's good to see you. Yeah, I emailed you the link to the Zoom. So if you want to join, you can. That's how you can join the stream, and you can commentate, I suppose. I guess you're going to enjoy it. And I have footage, so you can see the match at the same time as I am. So you won't get that. You can listen to my, and even if you don't commentate, you can just listen to me through it, because I've given you the link through Zoom. You might as well. Bowls. That's a short delivery, and that's hit through point. What are they going to do? They're going to grab. Oh, it's racing past the fielder. That'll be 4, maybe. Fielder does a very good effort. I cannot tell. Scores into the 150s, but is it going to run for? They actually run for, I think. You should join me. Because you messaged me. I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow. Here's the deal. I'll stream tomorrow if you guys are up for joining me. I might stream for a couple of hours tomorrow. I'll think about it maybe. He bowls. That's a nice short delivery. That's hits a cover for no run. If you're able to, I'll stream. But if I'm not going to do it on my own. That's my answer. 50 overs gone. 6 for 152. You can join tomorrow. Yeah, I'll think about it. Seriously, you can join my Zoom meeting for 20-30 minutes. It's okay doing that. I know you don't have to join for... You can choose to join for 10 minutes and just commentate with me, if you know what I mean. Like, seriously, I don't mind joining you for 10-15 minutes. That's no problem. I'm just talking to the live chat people. These 2 people I'm working with, so anyone else who's confused, don't be. They're 217 runs behind the West Indies. They're going to have to consolidate here. Wokes bowls. That's just an outside edge to that point type fieldsman. No run. Squared him up there a little bit. No one's came yet to the live chat. You can even just... Yeah, I gave you guys the link. Will and Cricket Badges. I gave Will and Cricket Badges the link, so you can just join and just listen in if you want. Bowls, and that's nicked down to point for no run. Anyway, I'm not going to say anything more. I shouldn't be saying this on air. Right. It's funny they're a bit of a... England's a bit of a waste sometimes. Anyway, he bowls. That's a short delivery that's gone down there. You don't have the link. Check your emails. I believe I gave you something. Don't know. Just going to cut off my other people, but I'll try the emails. Right, I'll just send it to you. You can join me for a couple of minutes. How do I send an email? Getting a bit clumsy. He bowls. That's defended. Hang on, trying to deal with some technology problems. You don't have the link. That's so weird. Bowls, and that's what's gone down. Here we go. It's just going to come through. I'm just going to be very quick with the email. Day 3 broadcast. Here we go. Got it. Sorry about that if you're in Zoom. Sorry, there's no one there in the Zoom stream. Why am I doing this on air? Righty bowls. He's gone for the big shot. That's through the mid-wicket area. That is perfectly hit. Does admit mean? Here we go. Hello. Hello? You might be able to hear me. Right, so this is just my footage. Can you hear me? Okay. We have 6 for 152 is the current scores. Alright. You might be able to hear something, I hope. He bowls. That's just taps there. Oh, sorry about that. Bit of a brain fade. You are on. Ask all to unmute. I'm trying to do something. You have joined, but I can't. Hang on, no, I can't. I don't want to do that. Hang on. Bowles is going to take a quick single. I'm trying to do something, guys. I'm in the middle of some problem. Okay. Ask all to unmute. No, mute all. I'm going to unmute you, and then I'm going to try and. Ask to start video. Hang on. Make toast chat. Okay. Send audio. Bowls a bouncer. That's a fantastic bouncer. Just lost the scores because I wasn't even looking. Something happened. There's 6 runs somewhere or other. Just say something. Okay. Right. I was just sorting some problem out. Okay, he bowls. Just having some technology issues. Didn't even know what happened there. Was there a 6 or something? Can't even tell. Really can't. Bowls, that's another short one. That's defended back down the pitch. It's the end of Archer's over. Nearly, there's 1 ball left. Wait for that last ball so I can put an ad on. Okay, there's nothing coming through the live chat other than Will. Thanks, Will, for joining me. Okay, as soon as we're done with this delivery, we're going to a break. Because I'm puffed. Too much in my head. He bowls. That's a short one. That's jumped over the bat. Fantastic bounce there from Archer. That is skills for you. 6 for 159.
Some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is
absolutely incredible to watch.
How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. If you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching.
Technology problems. Hang on. Hello. Sorry, I'm on live. Sorry about that, mate. Just stay quiet for a second. Okay, Wokes bowls. That's outside off stump. That is a massive delivery there. That's a ripper. There's the footage you need to base off. So, hello, co-commentator. Can you hear? Is this all working?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. some English perspective to this match. It's taken forever to get a co-commentator in. Sorry, viewers. Thank you for your patience. We've got you're live on this channel now. You probably can hear yourself. This is the footage I'm relying off. So look at my footage. Don't look at your own. He bowls. That's outside off stump. Now I warn you that in England on Sky or whatever you're watching, they'll probably have footage at a different time. So they'll probably show you 15-20 seconds earlier than me. That's just because this is Cricket Australia over a satellite. They have to send it from the London Tower all the way to Australia. I might mute the microphone. He bowls. It's defended there.
Well defended.
Yeah. He bowls. That's defended there for no run.
I think these England bowlers need to start bowling a bit more full.
Definitely need to look to pitch it up. I totally agree with you there, Will. Will's joined me in commentary from the live chat. 6 for 159. What do you reckon about West Indies situation? Do you reckon England are bowling well, or do you reckon West Indies are batting poorly, or do you reckon it's neither?
I think this is the best lineup for the England bowlers, with Archer, Anderson, Wokes, Broad, Bess. I think they are bowling well, but I think West Indies needs to bat with a bit more discipline and just hang in there.
I can agree with you there. 6 for 159. I mean, we just that wicket needs to come. We're just waiting for that action to come through, surely sometime soon.
Yep.
So he bowls, and that is just defended there. No run.
This is good from Holder. He's just sticking in there, seeing out the overs.
Okay, that's
scoring when he can.
Exactly. It's a pretty good effort as well. So yeah, I'm just looking. Dowrich is 19, Holder's 37. Don't forget, guys, to share your thoughts on the live chat. I can see the live chat. I know you're all there. Don't hide. Just show yourself. Otherwise, you're crazy.
Be interesting to see Rakeem Cornwall bat.
Rakeem Cornwall can bat. Did he have an injury problem last night?
Yeah.
Because I had really short. I was watching I sort of just went to sleep. So I only really saw 5-minute highlights on the BBC website. He bowls. That's very short. How hard is that, do you reckon? How big did it bounce on him?
He did well to get a bat on that, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's quite very short.
Now that's what you call pressure. He's coming at the batsman. He's looking to just attack him on. Exactly what needs to be done.
Especially with Archer as well. I think he's not that kind of bowler who's going to get edges, like so many edges. He's got to sort of get them a bit worried, bowl some short balls.
Yep, and I saw one of his, though he did get an edge, but that was from a short ball. So that's exactly what we're talking about. He bowls, that one's another, it's quite short. And you notice the batsman's getting into a certain position to play that delivery. It's just like, my goodness, it's a bang.
Yeah.
So I think I made an analysis video on batting in England. You probably saw that. What did you get from that video that you saw yesterday?
Was it
from the lab when I was talking about the mistakes?
The swing.
Yeah, and how you deal with it in England. Yeah, there's a leg gully fieldsman there. I don't think that's out. It's not out. I love that. I love when they get that. They hit that to it's very satisfying when they hit it to leg gully off like a leading edge. It's a sign the bowler's bowling really well. because there is such thing as good leg side bowling, but it doesn't happen all the time.
Especially in Test cricket.
Yeah. I just find it so satisfying, leg gully catches. Don't know why. But what do you reckon about, I demonstrated that, okay, I'm going to play it through for you, probably in between the overs.
Okay.
I hope that they're going to take it forever in between overs so I can give you 2 minutes long, but it's probably completely different viewers now. He bowls, that's another one that's bouncing and worrying him. He's just pushed it through square leg. And there you go. 2 runs for you.
I think they trail by 208. They need to get at least another 100.
I think so as
At
well.
least.
I mean, the West Indies, remember, they're batting second, so the weird thing about, the thing I want change in Test cricket is that the team batting first, 90% of the time, always just wins by a long, long way. Like, I want to change that. It's just a bit boring when, as soon as you lose the toss, you lose the game. Bowls, that's defended. Unless it's a really one-sided rivalry like, let's say, Australia-Afghanistan, and Australia bowl first. They can get away with that decision.
That's the good shot you got back and across onto your off stump and sort of.
Yeah. So definitely going to get to that analysis video. And as soon as I did that analysis video this morning, I was looking at Sky's coverage because I'm stupid like that. And Michael Atherton was almost trying to make fun of me. You know what I mean? He didn't mention me, but it was like, are you copying me because you want more? Because Sky saw my commentary somehow. Someone in the 900 people scaffolded around. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember the days Sky used to be very good. I watched an old excerpt which got removed for some reason from 1992 Sky Ashes coverage. It was really cool. They had Tony Gregg, Jeffrey Boycott in commentary. They had what was it? Boom Crash Opera, Dancing in the Storm. They put all the highlights of the Ashes series and they played that song over the top. You probably have no clue what that song is, but it's a late 80s song. And I was thinking, you know what? If Sky was like that nowadays, I think I wouldn't be saying what I think about them. I think I'd be much more interested.
I think they've done it wrong. They got rid of Ian Botham and Gower.
I think that was... I don't mean to be rude or anything. Yeah, I agree. I think that was a silly mistake. I'm not a huge fan of their commentary. I don't mean to be racist here, but I think they did that for political correctness, not because they were bad commentators. And I think people should be employed because of their skills, not because of political correctness. I'm against racism, but I think it was a politically correct decision, not a decision on who's a better commentator. Nothing against any of the other commentators. You notice that half...
Cricket,
yeah.
they've got now Bumble and Rob Key.
Bumble's
I don't
skilled.
see them as Test match experts.
Bumble's a lot of fun to listen to, that's for sure. And I love when he messes around with the crowd, but there is no crowd now. So he's supposed to do, that one's bowled, that's drawn the edge through that gully region. The 2 players are going to do a chase, and he just smashes himself into the face, and he'll grab 3, I reckon. And one thing... Yeah, and one thing that I've looked at from cricket in England, I don't know how Sky, I've thought, is how did Sky come from that really good quality coverage of 1992 Ashes to what they have now? Now, I'm still thinking, what happened?
Yeah. To be fair, they are very good with the T20 Blast.
Yeah, and I can't, in Australia, by the way, you can't really watch a T20 Blast. Because for some reason you just can't. Yeah. But...
5 to avoid the follow-on.
Yeah, 5 to avoid the follow-on. Sky are very politically active, must I say. They talk a lot about politics, and they should be talking more about cricket. Although I find politics interesting, and we need to know what's going on in the world that ball's defended, I think there's things we can certainly improve on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I reckon the BBC are better nowadays. Although I reckon I miss the... Anyway,
The highlights with BBC at the end of the day.
Yeah, they do that, don't they? They should be doing. I wish they did live coverage though. It's a shame they don't. Bowls. That one's just hit to mid-wicket. I think he's taken it. That is a fantastic catch from, I think it is... Ollie Pope. He missed out on his 100 earlier on in this test, but now he's got that very big catch. It's a good effort, but a bit of a leading edge from Holder now. It was a bit of a sloppy shot. He wasn't really watching it too much. Ooh, they're checking for a no ball. Now, I'm confident he might have overstepped there. That is real close. That is dead close.
Behind the line.
You reckon that's out, or...?
I can't see much behind the line, you know.
I can't see much either. I think that's a no ball. Now, I know you're an English supporter, but I reckon that's a no ball.
Yeah, that's a no ball. Alright, it's a no ball.
And in the live chat, Cricket Badgers asks, what was your max live viewer count yesterday? My max live viewer count yesterday was about 18 for about 25 seconds, which is not bad. So I decided, well, I'll thank you for everyone. That was a no ball. Thank you for everyone who's turned up on the broadcast. And yeah, anyway, that's not out. So just that gets eerily close. That really gets eerily close.
That would have been a massive wicket as well.
Yeah, I know. England probably needed that wicket, but to be honest, the West Indies need to score those runs.
What a catch, though. What a catch.
Yeah. There's nothing against Ollie Pope in that. It was Wokes. But to be fair and creditable, as a neutral commentator here, I think the West Indies have done it as well. So both teams have been overstepping. And I think both teams need to be warned about their overstepping problem because it's a real disgrace.
I think the umpires need to be better at calling them as well.
Definitely. So 15 extras this innings. Holder's facing up to Wokes. Wokes figures 1 for 51. Bowls. That's just defended there.
Oh, late, very late.
So they need 4 more to avoid the follow-on. I wonder how close that's going to take. Gee, that was an embarrassing shot for the batsman. He really could have been so much better in that stroke. Much better stroke play. I probably...
Got his head over the ball a bit more.
Yeah.
He didn't move his feet really. He just sort of just...
Yeah, a bit sloppy. He bowls. And that one's just hit to the cover fieldsman for no run.
See, that's good bowling from Ropes, though. He just drove that. You could easily find the edge.
Look at that. Like, you don't get a better catch than that from that angle. Now I'm thinking that is a fantastic catch. Like, that could be the catch of the summer. I know it wasn't out, but we could still... If it's not out, can it still qualify as the catch of the summer, do you reckon?
It could probably not catch. Oh, well bowled.
Fantastic delivery.
Probably not. Maybe...
Because it's not disregarded, right, that catch. It's not like he's made the mistake. It's like, it's not his fault that it's not out. It's not the fielder's fault it's not out. It's the bowler's. So I think fielders and bowlers need to get credited in their own ways. So that's interesting. How fielders should get credited. I think they should get credited for their effort. Like, they need to find a way to credit effort as a fielder. Like, some way.
Ollie Pope's such a good fielder. I mean, he's also a wicketkeeper as well. I don't get why England don't pick him as a keeper, because Josh Butler has been performing.
Yeah, but he had a good innings. I mean, they both had a good innings. I think maybe what they could do is just have him in. Hello, joining us in commentary is Cricket Badger here from England. Can I call you I'll call you Adit, is that okay?
Yes, that's alright.
Yep.
How are you doing, man?
Not bad, not bad. We have Anderson in the attack now. What's the latest in this match, you reckon?
I think West Indies are probably trailing behind here, aren't they? They probably had England worried yesterday morning, but then they let slip with that broad innings, and I think they're really struggling now. They're going to have to really pull it back.
Yeah.
These two need to have a substantial partnership. Anderson bowls, defended by...
Sorry. I forgot to tell you something quickly. You see that footage in the Zoom call? Go in gallery mode. I'm having a bit of a problem with the footage. So my footage comes before yours. So look at this footage when you're trying commentating the balls, okay? Because in England, that's a defender delivery by Dowrich. See there? Can you see it?
Yeah.
That is the problem that is in England, right? I need to explain this again. But they send it over on a satellite. Hang on, I'll mute the microphone. Sorry, that ball was defended by Anderson. It's got 5 minutes left. Okay, we're back on recording. We'll take a break at the end of this over. So, can you guys see my live chat? Because I'm having a bit of an issue with looking at that. It's a bit sloppy. So you're reading the live chat, are you? Just read the live. So, you'll be in charge of the live chat. I shouldn't be telling you. I'm directing a broadcast while on air. Okay.
Spike Whitehouse says hi.
Okay, hello.
He's my friend.
Okay, hello. Welcome to the channel. It's good to have you here. Your company on West Indies versus England. Shane Dowrich it is. Averaged 29.79 in his tests. Pretty good player.
Very.
We have Anderson running into bowl. Anderson bowls. And that one's flicked off the pads. They'll probably grab two.
For me, it's too short again.
Yeah. So what's the latest?
Not going to trouble anyone.
Yeah.
Bowling like that.
So you were telling me that they'll be allowing crowd at the NatWest T20 Blast, right?
Look, Bob Willis Trophy. It's like the county championship, but this year it's called the Bob Willis Trophy.
Okay.
Surrey versus Middlesex.
Is that what form of the game is that? Is that T20?
4-day game.
4-day game. So they're allowing crowds. Well, barely anyone turns up at that, so you can get away with it, I guess.
Yeah. They're also allowing crowds at Warwickshire versus, I think it's Nottingham.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to get many spectators. Anyway, bowls that's defended to cover. Like, I think the reason they're allowing crowd is because not many people. They don't expect like tens of thousands of people to go. They don't expect enough people to have a problem with spreading out and stuff.
This looks like. Is this Sky's coverage?
So.
Yes, I think they've forwarded it onto Fox. So
they forwarded it onto Fox and Cricket Australia. This is Cricket Australia's free stream. Because I only have Fox on certain devices, so I'm just watching the free stream on my phone. Because Cricket Australia give out free streaming of certain matches sometimes. Some weird reason they're doing this game.
So as you can see, there's a pitch map coming up on the TV. For those of you that are watching on the TV, I think they've been a bit short of a length, haven't they? They haven't really been getting it up there, so you can see.
Right, guys, I'm going to have to go.
Yeah, sure.
Well, thank you for joining us, Will.
Yeah.
He bowls, that's just defended there. Yeah, right, see ya.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Holder's been very, very defensive today. He's certainly not what we expected.
Should we get AA Cricket in? Is he online?
I don't know. I haven't found him anywhere yet. I'd love to have him on. That would be epic.
Yeah. I know a friend who does a cricket blog. He might be interested in coming along as well.
Yeah, he bowls and that one's defended.
Defended there.
Yeah, I've known AA Cricket through YouTube. I haven't met him in real life yet. I've never talked to him through like FaceTime or anything. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, do you want me to move? Okay. Wokes bowls and that one's defended back down the pitch for no run. Holder certainly looked pretty tight, but what is he going to do today? That is the massive question that we need to ask. So there's 3 balls left of Wokes' over. West Indies need 2 more to avoid follow-on. It's interesting because England are on top, but not extremely far on top. So the West Indies will definitely need to look to score some more runs.
I think the West Indies are probably...
Oh, good shot. That's a good shot.
Yeah, great shot there.
Just a short delivery, pulled chest height. So they've avoided the follow-on West Indies now. 6 for 172. And that was very short of a length. And it's off the chest and smacked. I wonder why... Is there anything from the live chat?
Nothing much really happening now. If you guys have any questions, then let us know in the chat, obviously. But I don't think there's much going on, really. Few people in, there's 4 people in now.
Wokes to Holder. He's on 42. Holders look very, very strong at the crease. And certainly got composure. How many runs do you reckon is Holder going to score today? Do you reckon he's going to score about 50? Do you reckon maybe 100?
I reckon he can definitely bat, but I think about a 50 here today.
Yeah.
If he can get 100, West Indies badly need 100 here.
There's 2 runs there through the fine leg region off a full delivery clipped off the pads of the front foot. So there's 1 ball left of the 57th over. Holder facing up.
Use for your ads.
That's defended there. 6 for 174.
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Underrated Cricketers. All-Stars team is that they really got tired in the second half. So
Please remember to like, favorite and subscribe. It really helps out the channel.
And our featured channels. Black Tick Iceway. Cricket Badges. Cricketism at its finest. Analog Casual. I want a more casual approach to videos, right? And the idea is... So, The Cool Boy Superhuman. Great channel.
Play for this.
Alright.
Subscribe.
It's a Cool Boy Superhuman.
Some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is
absolutely incredible to watch.
How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. Oh,
If you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching.
This is the Galactic Ice Waves channel. It's a great channel. You should definitely check it out and subscribe. Absolutely brilliant. And this is why.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another attempting to win all hypers game. And now that it's 0, write down x equals infinity. And now that it's infinity, write down x equals...
Welcome back, everyone. West Indies 675. There was just a delivery there that was clipped off the pads. So that's all sorted out and flicked off there by Dowrich. So Dowrich on 27, Holders on 44, facing up to Anderson. Okay. He bowls. That one might have trapped him in front. Explain that delivery.
We're going to review it?
Yeah, they are going to review. Risky review, I guess.
Did he review it? I don't think I didn't see the sign on camera. It looked close. Maybe a touch leg side.
Hang on.
But that is very close. Maybe umpire's call on that one. What do you reckon?
Ooh,
yeah,
I'm
it looks
not
a bit
sure.
high actually when you look at it from that angle.
Yeah,
the side angle.
Definitely, there's something in that. He bowls. That one is defended there to that point fieldsman.
This is making things happen here. Is there a bit of movement out there? I see. It's not much. He's just got that tight line.
Oh, I reckon that's out. Oh, the wickets were missing. Just bouncing over.
Just over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was close. Good decision not to review from route there.
Yeah. Very good decision from him. What do you reckon the chance is that West Indies will win this match? What do you reckon the chance of a draw and what percent of the chance of an England win? Just after you watch this delivery, he bowls. That one's outside off stump. Fantastic delivery. You go.
Yeah, at the moment I think it's quite low that they're going to win at this stage, but he's putting on a partnership. I mean, it's a long shot. It's really optimistic if you think they have a really good chance of getting a victory in this game, but you never know. They're not down and out. That's all I can say.
You reckon 20% chance of winning for West Indies?
I reckon 15, something like that. 20, 15%, something like that.
Okay.
They're going to have to really fight back.
Anderson bowling. He bowls. That's a nice delivery length outside off stump. He's just spearing that length fairy, James Anderson.
Straight to there if he wants to challenge Holder. Got to get it in that channel. It was an easy lead for him there.
Yeah, very well left from Holder as well. It was pretty easy,
so
but...
So they're putting on a short partnership here.
Oh, yeah,
He's not doing much out there.
West Indies need a partnership here because it's crucial. Especially the fact about how far behind they are. 194 runs are pretty hard to get. So they need to get a lead almost because it's very hard to chase targets. As Anderson bowls, that one's defended there. So, what's your opinion on chasing targets in test matches? Why is it so hard to chase targets and how can we solve this problem? Because I find it frustrating when it's 300, 300, 300 and then you chase a target and you get knocked out for 100. How can we solve this problem in cricket?
Well, I think maybe what you're hinting at there is maybe a bit of over-dependence on the toss, would you say? So on pitches where the toss, which is literally luck, has a massive impact on the outcome of the game. Is that what you're trying to get at?
Yes, yeah, and I think it's unfair if someone wins a toss and they're 90% chance of winning, and if you lose a toss, you have a 10% chance of winning. Like, that's just unfair stuff. And
yeah, I'm not sure how much an effect that had on this game, but in cricket in general, I think that's a really important discussion to have. Some people have talked about getting rid of the toss. Some people have talked about giving the toss to the away team in all games. So, because already they have an unfair advantage that the home team is used to the conditions. So maybe if you give them the chance to decide whether they're going to bat or bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I just... whenever I watch the Ashes, right, it's almost like Australia usually win at home, and then traditionally, usually what happens when I'm watching is whenever we play in England, we lose or draw, and whenever... I'm talking about it, I'm biased to Australia here, sorry about that. And whenever Australia, and then whenever we're at home, it's either Australia win or it's a tied series. Like, we barely ever lose at home, although it did go the other way around once. He bowls, that one's hit through the mid-on region. That will be
there, I think.
2.
Or just 1? No, just 1.
Yep, and I can just... And I'm going to use 2013 as an example. So, Australia had a relatively similar lineup in 2013 Ashes. across the games in Australia and the games in England. In the games in England, England win the series 3-1 or something like that, or 2-1 or 4-1, something like that. And in the game then later on in the Australian summer, they play an Ashes series and Australia win 5-0. Like, just crazy stuff, isn't it? He bowls, that one's hit through mid-off. And that's going to be 2 runs. I reckon that was hugely judged by the top.
He's played those little touch shots very well today, hasn't he, Holden?
Yes, I reckon that 2013 Ashes.
Getting into his rhythm.
I reckon the 2013 Ashes, both in Australia and England, have been heavily judged by the toss, in my opinion.
So I think Spike Whitehouse is asking chat, do you think it was a no ball? I think it was pretty much a no ball. What do you think there, Ethan?
I actually didn't really see anything. I was mostly looking at the delivery, not at the foot. And that's the issue with no balls, is where the umpires look.
I think he was talking about the wicket, the missed wicket opportunity. That one.
Oh, that one's trapped him, but he's given him. That was a nice full delivery in at the pads. And that is not how you bat in England.
Pretty out there.
I made a video on exactly how it happens.
Pretty out to me.
Yeah, the West Indies are going to check it there. What do you reckon about that decision?
That is really close, mate. That is really tight. Oh, I think maybe even if it all it has to do is clip the bails. Remember, because
front foot's good.
Is in the favour of the decision. Front foot's alright.
Look at what Broad has done.
Ooh, it's gonna be tight.
Finally,
Just swing it into the pads. They're gonna get Ultra Edge open here. Nothing on Ultra Edge. Looks pretty calm, I'll tell you what. It does look pretty out to me.
That's gonna be out, I reckon. And the wickets are hitting.
Yes, it's out. Holder's gone. That's a massive blow for the West Indies. He was their only really, apart from Dowrich. They're going to really struggle now. The tail's coming in now.
And finally, England, Broad has actually dabbed a full one into the stumps. He has really made us. And I was saying in my video, yesterday, that batting in England is really about making sure we have good footwork and not sliding across the stumps like he did. Broad has taken the opportunity out of poor footwork and really used it. And in Holder's gone for 46. It's 7 for 178. He's gone for 46. Right, we're going to show you the video now.
Hello everyone and welcome to the lab now. This is a very important thing we need to analyse here. Batting mistakes in England. This is probably the biggest mistake I see with people batting in England. And that is not committing to a proper in-swinging delivery. Now I'm standing here. I'm in the wrong spot. You see, that ball's going to come in for about here and it's just going to hit me bang onto the stumps. And then the openers need to understand that when the West Indies come out to bat, it's going to be a lot of a challenge of that. And they got a pretty good total to make. So these openers are going to have to fight hard. We saw in the first session of yesterday, it was very, very slow from England. Well, we expect a lot of slow from the West Indies when they come out to bat. There's a lot of problems with shots that we've seen in the Ashes last year. And it's all about that. Tighten up. So what do you do instead? So you keep that bat out. You keep the bat in the factor. And you go like that. Now, it can shot back on. You can maybe go off to the slips, but it will bounce off and it'll stay nice and flat on the floor, and it won't really have a worry about getting edges in the air and stuff like that. So, instead of seeing poor shots, you're seeing good shots. And Stokes was like this, probably in the first session, or the second session was it yesterday, he was like that. Third session, they went pretty ballistic to the English cricketers, but you saw in the first session it was a real grind if you were watching that. It was absolutely the challenge of, well, anything. I was watching there, it was like something like 20 after 12.
So Broad bowls, that one's outside off stump.
Bowling there.
Yeah, so we're back again after showing you that video. Rakim Cornwall averaged 23.75, the big man. I made a joke that he definitely would win the competition on who would be the best at being a wall against James Anderson. To be honest, that was a bit offensive about his size and stuff, but
Yeah.
You get that as a sportsman, I think. I think I'll get away with it. I was making a joke with the Cool Boy Superhuman in commentary. It was pretty funny. Were you listening then? You might have heard it. I don't know.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah, that's defended. Did you laugh?
Yeah.
What was your reaction? You thought it was a bit...
So, you can see that stump view of the...
That technique video explains it all. Did you see that technique video?
Which one?
The technique video. So you're test streaming now, Art. Is it working?
Yeah.
Ready, bowls.
Right.
So we can listen to the... Is it true we can listen to this? Just hit to mid-off for no run. So we can listen to the stream for your channel, right?
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream the stream through my channel. I was just testing whether it worked.
Yeah, but you'll just have to... It'll just look different to what my channel's showing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you won't...
So I'm just...
Okay, we're going to go to a break. Actually, viewers, we'll go to a quick break.
Yeah.
Some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is
Absolutely incredible to watch.
How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. Oh,
If you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching.
Anderson bowls. That one's hit straight to the square leg fieldsman for no run. So there was some shot offered there. What else were you going to expect, Jimmy Anderson? This session consists of 12 overs, 1 run and 1 wicket and 41 runs. So they had a strong partnership at the start of the session, and now there's a bit of a problem. The LBW dismissal in the last over was all about that slumpy batting in England as well. Anderson bowls to Dowridge. That one's just cut away slightly to the cover for no run. 7 for 178, the West Indies currently. Sorry viewers, there was a single there for no run. Hang on. So, sorry about the technology issues. Sometimes we get that, sometimes we don't. Technology. Gee, it's an unpleasant thing at times. We have Anderson bowling to
sometimes it can be a little bit annoying.
Yeah, Anderson bowling to Dowrich. Anderson running in with Almighty. He bowls. And that one's just hit to mid-off again for no run. Runs are very important to look for. This is Wokes to hold a no ball. An embarrassing overstep, a silly chip shot. And often these dismissals in this session, proving exactly what I'm saying. Basic batting things, the West Indies are really screwing up. Just not good. Is there anything from the live chat? He bowls. That one's just gone past the net. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Do you have enough devices to check what my live chat's... Hang on. Anderson bowls. That one's just hit to mid-on for no run. So West Indies 7 for 178 at the end of the 60th over. And hilariously enough, drinks are coming onto the field now. Cornwall managed to defend off 3 deliveries. And all good. So I'm not sure what's going to happen now. It's drinks break, so we're just going to go to a quick ad now. It's 7 for 178.
Some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is
Absolutely incredible to watch.
How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. Oh,
If you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Underrated Cricketers. All-Stars team is that they really got tired in the second half. So they...
Please remember to like, favourite and subscribe. It really helps out the channel.
And our featured channels. Black Tick Ice Wave. Cricket Badges. Cricketism at its finest. Analog Casual. I want a more casual approach to videos, right? And the idea is... So, The Cool Boy Superhuman. Great channel.
Play for this. Alright.
Subscribe.
To the Cool Boy Superhuman.
One channel for you to check out is The Cool Boy Superhuman. As a featured channel of him, I really enjoy it. And obviously some of the amazing stuff he's done. If you've watched Super Series Minecraft on my channel and haven't checked out The Cool Boy Superhuman's version, you better do, because you will really like it. As well as some amazing memes, like some of the stuff is just going to amaze you. And yes, check out his channel and
Parsley TV Cricket is brought to you by our live coverage of Marty's special run, making things happen. What a great run it was to watch. Watching it now. Cricket Talks, wrapping up special games of cricket perfectly for you to watch in your front living room. And Ice Wave, epic gaming channel with fun, entertaining videos.
back. Welcome back from the break now.
They're dying on me now, but...
Okay, hang on. Welcome back, viewers, from the ad break. And just looking on the screen, the Ruth Strauss Foundation promoting support and stuff. And we're currently in the drinks break.
It's a really good cause.
Yeah. We're back on air now. Just going to send you the message back. Yeah. So, I'm very interested to see what happens now. I'm missing the times of, you know, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway. Text Roof20 to 7091 to give £20 to the Ruth Strauss Foundation for a great cause. Broad is running into bowl. This is out of nowhere. He bowls and he hits that to mid-off for no run. That was out of absolutely nowhere. You can also donate at ruthstraussfoundation.com.
Yeah, great cause there, really.
Yeah. What's Darich on? He's on 28.
He's really the only hope for the Windies now.
Yeah, they really need a partnership, and it's going to be really challenging to find one. Broad bowls. That one's hit down the ground fantastically. A straight drive. That'll be 4. Excellent shot from Cornwall to get off the mark. That is an excellent drive. Fluent as you like. West Indies 7 for 182.
Yeah, they're doing really well. England with these wickets. shot there from Cornwall.
Yeah, I wonder how many runs Cornwall's going to score today. I remember the first time I saw him was in the CPL, and that was, well, crazy stuff. I remember thinking, oh my god, who's this guy? Yeah. Right, he bowls. That one's just defended there on the stumps. I love that.
There's a movement away there.
Yeah.
Movement away.
Yeah, he's very broadly about... I think Cornwall's thinking very broadly about this battle. Cornwall facing up to Broad. Broad's 3 for 24, by the way. Very good effort from him. 3 for 24 and scored a very good knock as a lower order batsman at the start. We've got Cornwall facing up. Broad bowls. And that's driven sort of loosely through the point region. Oh, sorry about that noise. That's 2 runs there for the West Indies. A nice shot. Just loosely.
Really good shot there from Cornwall.
Are we live on the Cricket Badges channel now?
No, I think it's going to take a few, a bit of time to settle that up, you know, with the templates and everything for all the screens. But how do you get those rolling, you know, you get those rolling templates of everything, don't you?
Yeah, I just use OBS and I edit things very carefully. My templates are what? I get the photos of the cricket I just download off the internet, to be honest. Anyway, I'll talk about it off air.
Yeah.
Anyway, Broad is running into bowl with energy and spitfire. He bowls. That one's really short. Challenging Cornwall. He's got a lot to hit in that area, that's for sure. Broad has, and just bang it in. The battle is on.
Really great stuff here. Good cricket to watch.
Gee, that's a good leave. Broad just bounces it in. That is good to duck out of it. Take a lot to do that. Takes a lot of work as Broad bowls. That one's short again. This time pulled away. It didn't bounce very much, but the length was drastically short. Cornwall retaining the strike. 7 for 185.
Some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is absolutely incredible to watch. How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. Oh,
if you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching.
If not, I can always, I should be ready.
Anderson bowling to Cornwall now.
Looks like there's a bit of a change in the field here.
So they only have
an interesting little touching
two.
cover
They only
there.
have 2 slips in play, as well. That's something interesting. I don't know why. As Cornwall hits that to the sort of, what would you call that? Short mid wicket type fieldsman.
Yeah, around there. I think these two, it's going to have to be a mammoth partnership with these two. Otherwise, England have got the stranglehold over this game.
I wonder what shot Cornwall's going to be looking at now, whether he's going to go for the big slog. He looks like someone who's going to be very attacking, so let's see. He bowls. He goes for the attacking shot. Commentator curse. That's through the point region. Yeah, do you reckon he's going to field it? He does. That's a great dive, though.
3 runs there, I reckon.
That's 2, just 2. Letting it loose, drawing it away from the body there, Cornwall. Somewhat in the batting manual. Just goes flick. Oh my goodness. Bang, bang, bang. Just juicing you in. Just luring you into the shot. He sort of got lured in there, but he falls for the bait and hits a bound and hits 2. Bowls again. That one's hit down the ground, but Anderson manages to stop it there. He looked pretty much presenting a full face of the bat. That delivery, 139 kilometres per hour. Cornwall 9 off 12. A bit of an aggressive start. Test cricket-wise, he's joined Darrett to the crease, 28 off 51. Anderson's 2 for 22 off 14.3. Very defensive spell from him. West Indies 7 for 187 off 61.3, trailing by 182. Share your thoughts in the live chat if you haven't already. He bowls that one short. He's whacked it through the square leg region, but there'll be a field around it. Stuart Broad to grab it, and they'll probably grab a single. No, they won't take 2. They'll just be single.
Yeah, I'm not sure Cornwall. I won't say that, but let's say he's not got the fastest pair of legs.
Yeah. Expecting Darrett.
So this is Darrett back on strike now, 28. Nice little hand from him in this innings.
Anderson bowls. That one's just hit to point for no run. 1 ball left of the over. Can you see any of the live chat? Anything from the live chat?
Yeah, I'll go and check it out now. Let's see what people are messaging in the chat. No. So, there's 5 people in the chat right now. Mohammed Iqbal says hello.
That one's hit to
no run. Jake Broomfield says hello, Ethan.
Hello, Jake. I know Jake.
AA Cricket's in chat.
AA Cricket.
Have you sent him the invite?
Yeah, I have. You should be able to access it.
Yeah. So if he's emailed you the invite, AA Cricket, we could do with another commentator.
Yeah.
Well, Burford, good luck with your cricket match. I couldn't do the commentary yesterday because I had a cricket game, but unfortunately it was rained off. So there was no point, really.
Who was that?
I batted what?
Is that AA Cricket?
7 balls.
Was that AA Cricket?
And the weather's not great here. What were you saying about AA Cricket? Didn't catch that.
Was that what you said, or was that in the chat?
No, Will said he's on the way to cricket. He's on the way to a match, so good luck with that. But
yeah.
I had a game yesterday, which is why I couldn't commentate yesterday, right? So, I was just saying my experience that it got rained off yesterday.
Yeah. Pretty embarrassing. England weather sucks.
Yeah.
Bowls, that gets defended. This is a bit of a comment.
We thought from the weather forecast that the lads up in Manchester, the guys playing here in this test match, would have it worse than ours down here. I'm in the south, so we were meant to have a match yesterday, and we thought even if we do get rained off, they'll probably get rained off as well. But turns out they had perfect weather yesterday. There was no damage from the weather, and we got our game rained off.
Yeah. But England weather's terrible. Bowls, that one's hit him in the pads. It's full. He's bowled him LBW.
Is that a bit high there? A bit high.
I'm not sure.
Has he reviewed it?
Cornwall really didn't commit to the stroke. He's just stumping around there as if he has no point. Silly shot, rubbish shot. He's going to review it.
That's a poor shot. What was he thinking?
I know, it was just trash. That is absolutely some of the worst batting I've ever seen.
He was playing some really good shots earlier, and that is not very good. Here we go, Broad's bowling. Seeing the replay now.
Oh, I reckon that's out. Now, Broad has been very intelligent here today, may I say. He's been hitting the stumps, and the batsmen have been slumping around like 5-year-olds, and Broad's just been getting easy wickets. He didn't do that yesterday. I suggested it in commentary, and now it's happening. Honestly, this is something that touring teams do really... This is the reason why touring teams always struggle batting in England. and I've picked it up,
Yeah.
and I've never batted England before.
And I think opposition bowlers, West Indies have done generally well, but other opposition bowlers could learn from this sort of bowling, getting it right up there. I mean, Broad in recent years, he's really worked on his bowling, and what I've heard is he earlier, after getting driven, he used to pull his length back quite short, but nowadays he actually keeps it up there and sees that as an opportunity. Like, eventually, after so much driving the ball, he is going to nick it eventually. So it's that mindset that he has changed, and I think that's what opposition bowlers need to have as well if they're going to have success.
And I often take the words. I agree with you. We're kind of taking the words of Jeffrey Boycott here. I remember when Broad got hit down the ground, that was a good shot, but don't be afraid to do it again and again. Because Broad does it again and again, and as what you were saying earlier, and it just gets that wicket, which is so important. New man to the crease is Kemar Roach.
Right, so we could have an end of the innings scenario very soon.
Yeah, this innings is probably about to finish soon. A bit of an embarrassing collapse for the West Indies.
Something special from Dowrich, perhaps? I'm really optimistic here.
Yeah. And
they're really, Dowrich is he's going to have to fund the strike here, I think.
Yeah. Today, my summary of this is Archer's punished them with bounces for pathetic batting, and Broad's been bowling easy deliveries right into the legs and getting easy wickets. That's probably half the reason why Broad's such a good bowler.
I think there's been a mix of poor batting and some good bowling here from the English.
Yeah. I think the batting has been absolutely disgusting from the West Indies, but the bowling's been pretty smart, might I say. It's not that hard to put it in that area, but you never...
consistent in hitting the line length constantly.
As Broad's running into bowl, I'm going to explain something after this delivery. He defends that now. One thing I'm noticing is Broad, as soon as Broad goes back to the basics of trying to hit the stumps, that's like 10-year-old stuff. Like, you often ignore it, and then the basic is why everyone's England is getting out. Like, it's just crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, Australian pitches are designed for very advanced style batting. Not as in advancing as like advancing the shot, but like if you're a very, very good batsman, then you're a very good batsman, and you can't do the basics and you get away with it. If you can't do the basics in England, you're stuffed. And that's why England win a lot at home.
Yeah.
Bowls, that one's a bit shorter. Again on the stumps intelligently. And look how much Roach is moving his legs. He's moving that back foot across as if he's about to play some crazy weird ramp shot slog. You don't need to do that shot. Unless it's a pull shot or something, no point. Now, it's a great career from Stuart Broad. 495 wickets, average of 28.21. Probably in the next test series, England-Pakistan, he'll probably bring up his 500th wicket, or it might be in this match. Should probably be in this match.
Yeah.
He bowls. That one's full. He's edged it to first slip. He pitches it up and he edges it. Poor footwork, but excellent delivery.
They're falling like pins here. Really.
Lure him into the shot. Just getting that bounce and gripple off the surface. Fantastic. And Roach is out for a duck. This is an excellent bowling spell from Broad. He was squared up to second slip. Good catch by Root. It was a bit of a silly shot, though, to be honest. Needs to be a bit more focused, and you're either getting you're slumping down and getting squared up. It was a bit of a stupid shot to such a good ball and a very good catch. 9 for 188, the West Indies are, and that's a very, very big part of the game, a duck. So, a bit of an embarrassing dismissal there. Not what you would have wanted. So, West Indies trailing by 181. They're going to have to be very, very optimistic here. That's what Adit said earlier about what happened. About how, like, you're hoping that Dowrich would score a good innings. Was Dowrich out already?
Yeah.
You're going to have to be very, very optimistic.
I think that's where Broad wants to be, though. He wants to be nice and cool. Now, here's the great bowler from the first innings. He was bowling quite well, actually. Shame they couldn't finish the job off with Broad's innings at the end. But Gabriel in now at 11.
I mean,
Broad is just looking to finish it off.
Maybe he might call the sledgehammer. Because, honestly, I know a singer called Peter Gabriel who has a song called that. I know of a singer. I don't know him.
Well, I know it's going to be over very quickly now. We're going to see a few fireworks from either Dowrich
Yep.
or Gabriel here.
But maybe Gabriel might just lay down his tracks and the stumps will get knocked over and Broad will be celebrating heavily. Or maybe he might smack it and the ball and he'll turn the air into a steam train. I'm just trying to make a bit of a joke out of his surname. Search up Peter Gabriel.
Anyway,
Sledgehammer.
Anyway, we should be seeing how these guys... Oh, that was a really good ball from Broad there, showing that replay.
Yep, and the batsman was squared up, as I said earlier.
Yeah, I think he was getting it nice and full, and that's the key, isn't it, really? You have to get it nice and full and make the batsman play. And eventually, especially with these tail-enders, you will get the wicket.
Broad bowls. That one is outside off stump. He gets an inside edge down to that deep fine leg fieldsman for a single. Or is that out or something? No, it's not out. There's no run. That's a fifth. It's 18th fifth wicket haul. There's also.
I'm not sure from what angle you thought that was out there, mate.
He inside edged it. That's also a 5 wicket haul for Broad. I forgot to say. He's been bowling fantastically, I must say.
Yeah.
Just what?
Brilliant there from Broad.
Yeah.
He's really been nagging the batsman, you'd have to say, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
There's been nothing of that aggressive short stuff really as there this morning. He's just been hammering away at the batsman. And
you're bowling it nice and full. And pitching someone up and squaring at it. Like, if you knew how to bat in England, like, it's a good delivery because the batsmen aren't intelligent enough. He bowls. Dowrich hits that 2 mid on for a dot. And Dowrich is going to have to be very optimistic about this guy to hit 100 or something if the West Indies are going to win. Because they're miles behind.
Right.
Hang on, I'm just typing something. Alright, he bowls. That one short, he ducks.
I think England will probably look to just get him out however they can, really. Now.
Yeah. So, Anderson bowling to Dowrich. Something's better happen here. Anderson running in. He bowls. That one is short. That's hammered through the mid-wicket region. That'll be 4. That is a fantastic stroke. Just picks up the length. That is perfect.
Going for it.
Just off the back foot through mid-wicket. Beautiful hitting.
Really good shot there from Dowrich. Great hook shot, I think you describe it. Good, he just got up and under that, really. And then into the vacant mid-wicket region there.
As Anderson into bowl, he bowls. That one is just defended here through that point region for a quick single. The fielder won't throw at the stumps. So, West Indies 9 for 193. Broad to Cornwall now. Looking at the analysis of it all. This is what Broad did. He bowled it all over the place, set him up, and that wicket ball came. And his legs, you notice his legs were right where that wicket ball was. Like, how many pathetic batsmen have done that for the past couple of days? But Broad was good to pick it up because, I don't know why, maybe I'm just very smart or something, but I'm picking up this mistake. And us too, actually, are picking up the mistake that professional cricketers aren't picking up. It's crazy stuff. He bowls. That one's just defended there for no run to that mid-on fieldsman. Gabriel's 2 dots in a row. There's obviously challenges in scoring runs sometimes. So, Dowrich is on 33. see what happens to the last ball of the 64th ball of the 64 and to finish off the 64th over. There's been 15 extras this innings. I think the bowls, that's a good bouncer. I think Josh Butler's on a lot better effort as a keeper than the West Indian keeper. That's one thing for sure. 64 overs gone, 9 for 193.
Some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is absolutely incredible to watch. How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. Oh,
If you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching.
Broad is bowling. He bowls. That's a very, very good bouncer. That's nice and short.
Got to keep the batsman in check with a couple of bounces once in a while. There you see the one that came onto Chase, sorry. He's just getting them to shape into the right-hander, isn't he? And just hitting them on the knee roll. Who's that there? That's Stuart Broad talking to, I'm not sure who that is, but maybe an ex-player or something.
He bowls. That one's just gone. Maybe a little bit of inside. It just came through him.
Was that a nick there? I think that was the nick. Tell you what, that might have been dropped, actually.
Look at Broad's figures. 5 for 27. That's fantastic. What do you think about that?
He's just brilliant. He's just class, isn't he? He's been bold. He had a point to prove after he was dropped in the first test. You saw those words that he said to the Sky Sports. They had that segment where he talked to the commentators and he was, what did he say, angry, frustrated, and I don't know what else he said, but he was not happy.
Right, that was bold, and that's just defended it.
Yeah, he's really shown how valuable he is to this England team. Broad bowls and Dowrich defends there.
Yeah. Alright, that's a short, wide delivery. That's hammered through mid-on. That is an excellent shot by Dowrich. Perfect batting.
Great drive there from Dowrich. Brilliant. He's got to get on a roll here. I reckon if West Indies can get past 300, which is extremely unlikely, then they have a chance. Even 250 at this stage, I'll consider them lucky. But really, if they lose the wicket, if they lose this last wicket before they reach 250, then I'm not sure they're going to have a very good chance in this game. Dowrich on 37 now.
Yes, Broad bowls to Dowrich, and that's a short delivery. He sort of nicked that down to that gully type point fieldsman for no run there. I reckon he'll get a 50. Yeah, probably.
He's really going to have to work hard here. Got to keep the strike. He's going to do a Ben Stokes here then.
Yeah, that's probably the West Indian Ben Stokes they're hoping for. The West Indians really need a player like Ben Stokes just to come to the crease and walk up to bat. That's exactly what they need. Just someone like that just to get that energy coming to the crease. It would be absolutely fantastic. So, here we go. We have Broad running in. He's 5 of 31. Excellent thing, by the way. He bowls that one short. He hits it up in the air. He's going to take a catch. There's a catch there by the fielder. I think it's Chris Wokes who's taken it. It's a good catch by Chris Wokes who run around and grabs it. That'll be the innings.
Innings break here, lad. Innings break.
197 West Indies. A bit of a collapse and unlucky for Dowrich. He's dismissed for 37. I thought he'd get a 50 to be honest, but all is dreams are done. So, West Indies all out for 197. You describe the replay.
Yeah, he just tried to go for it, really, didn't he? And gone straight down the throat to mid-on, where Chris Wokes is. Really great bowling. We'll be back after a short break just to discuss the innings.
And I'm also... Actually, I might... I'm not sure. I'm thinking about premiering the road trip vlog. How many people are in the live chat, do you know?
I'm not sure, but there is quite a few people here.
Okay, we're just going to go... Right now. We're just going to go to a quick break and then we're on to it.
Some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is absolutely incredible to watch. How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. Oh,
if you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching.
This is the Galactic Ice Waves channel. It's a great channel. You should definitely check it out and subscribe. It's absolutely brilliant. And this is why.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another attempting to win all happens games. And now that it's 0, write down x equals infinity. And now that it's infinity, write down x equals...
One channel for you to check out is the Cool Boy Superhuman. As a featured channel of him, I really enjoy it. And obviously some of the amazing stuff he's done. If you've watched Super Series Minecraft on my channel and haven't checked out the Cool Boy Superhuman's version, you better do, because you will really like it. As well as some amazing memes, like some of the stuff is just going to amaze you. And yes, check out his channel and welcome back to our viewers from all around the world, no matter where you're watching. West Indies have been bowled out for 197, and now England are going to have to walk out to bat, and it's all going to be fairly challenging. We will see how it all rolls out. West Indies were bowled out for, what were they bowled out for again? 197. Just typing the scores in. So, in commentary with me in this innings break, which is going to go for a very long time, not too long, is Adit from the Cricket Badgers. So, what do you have to say?
Well, sorry, just had a bit of a cough there. But I think West Indies have probably got well under par, definitely. And I think England are really going to have to... England should really push on and win this game. But the West Indies, to fight against the English in this game, they're really going to have to bowl extremely well, ridiculously well. It's going to have to be sort of a Headingley sort of rear-guide performance, but I think England massively ahead in this game. I think a few of the West Indies batsmen will be kicking themselves about how they got out in that first innings, but we'll have to wait and see whether the West Indies can give a fight back.
I think if that Stuart Broad effort was a player in the West Indies instead of Stuart Broad, they'd be winning this game by a very, very long way. And he scored like 60 runs yesterday, and he's picked up 5 wickets, so just an ideal effort of cricket from him. Agreed?
Yeah, very much agreed.
5 for 31 did he finish off, didn't he? That was a pretty good spell.
I think so. Really good bowling from him.
The West Indies will certainly need someone to get some figures like him. Do you reckon that's possible for someone to get figures like that or beat it from the West Indies? How likely is that?
I think there's definitely a lot of talent in that West Indies bowling attack. Kemar Roach, Gabriel is one to watch out for. Obviously the captain holder as well. So I think there's a lot of people to watch out for, I think.
Yeah. So there's a lot to watch out for indeed. Now England Well, to start off this innings, they'll probably be fairly nervous, but who knows what we are.
I think the openers just need to stand up there, get a good partnership, and England have this game in the bag. Another thing they may want to think about is if the weather on Monday doesn't look so good, so maybe not so much for today, but tomorrow they may be looking at a declaration sometime because the weather has not been doing so well.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what we are to expect for this match coming up. There's a lot of unpredictable stuff. I might have to finish it around 8 o'clock because I'm doing something tonight. Anyway, we're gonna go. How about to our viewers? We're just going to go to a quick break now. We won't be back in long.
Some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is absolutely incredible to watch. How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. Oh.
If you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching.
Welcome back everyone to our live and free coverage of England versus West Indies. Now, I'm probably going to have to finish off at 8 o'clock, but I'm wondering how we're going to do this. So, I'm just trying to think of technology ways that I could put you on after 8 o'clock if you want to commentate for a bit longer.
When is 8 o'clock for you?
That's 20 minutes. I'm on now.
Oh, is it?
I might, actually, to the viewers watching right now, I've got an incredible thing to show you, my road trip vlog.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 4 of the road trip. Today we're going to go past Currawong Gorge into the next spot at Running Waters, which we checked out in the previous video. We're going to have a stay over there for a night or two. We checked out polished rock formed by an ice glacier millions of years ago. Here we are again on the four-wheel drive track to Running Waters. And it is pretty bumpy, I must tell you. Shaking a lot. It's real hardcore four-wheel drive. I wouldn't recommend you to try this if you've got a two-wheel drive car, but if you've got a four-wheel drive car, it's worth it. It's so much fun. This is a cool mini waterfall river water passage type of thing. Innovative ways for water to flow. What's absolutely amazing out here in the Pilbara is the stars. You can see so many more stars than you can see in Perth out here. Here are the photos of the Running Waters natural spring. They're absolutely amazing place to swim in, and the water is about 27 degrees Celsius. It's variable to change, but it's very nice water, and spring waters is perfect. We are heading down the Skull Springs track to Nullagine on the way up to Coppers Gap. On the way to Coppers Gap, we've just passed Marble Bar, and we're doing a dry river crossing. Basically a dirt track. This road can also take us to Pardue Roadhouse, and it's what we're going after Coppers Gap. Have a look at that, it just keeps on going. They won't stop. We headed via the Great Sandy Desert track, which also we went through Shea Gap, which is an abandoned town which has been emptied, which is originally used as a mine. So, taking a gravel track to go further onto Cape Caraudran. We stayed the night at Cape Caraudran, which is 150 k's roughly east of Port Hedland, near Pardue Roadhouse. We drove down the road to where we are now at South Hedland, just driving around through Hedland, enjoying it before we head off to our camping spot. It's a great place, Hedland, to stock up on food, get your fuel done, get all that important stuff before you head off. We are on the Great Northern Highway currently, and we're going to turn onto the Northwest Coastal Highway.
So the Great Northern Highway is that inland road that we used, and the Northwest Coastal Highway is the coastal road that goes all the way from Geraldton to Port Hedland, just before Port Hedland. Great Northern Highway is Perth to Port Hedland through inland route, which is a bit quicker. To the left of us would take us to Newman and back down the coast, which is a road we took out to Carragini in the first couple of days if you watched the earlier episodes. Here we are four-wheel driving into our new spot, which will take us to the next national park we're going to, which is Millstream. So we'll pull over tonight, do our stuff, have a fire, and enjoy camping. Four-wheel driving is sometimes very tough though, I must tell you. There's always challenges, such as what's going to happen. Like, there's so many gravel rocks, and it's basically a river crossing here that's...
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. That's the delivery that is defended to start off the England innings. Roy Byrne defends that 2 mid-wicket. I'm still in commentary with Adit. Adit, what do you reckon of this innings? What is there to look out for?
I think England are just going to have to bat sensibly. There's not much pressure on the batsmen because they already have that lead to work with. So these two are just going to have to stay in for a bit of time and just bat how they want to bat, really. Just got to stay in.
He bowls. That one is just defended there. Yep, to that point type region, no run. The series is level 1-1. This is a much big decider match. The West Indies will be desperate to win this because they haven't won a series in England yet against the West Indies. Haven't won against England in England.
Yeah.
2 dots in a row for Burns. Where will Roach be looking to bowl to Burns? Where is the perfect spot to bowl to Burns, do you reckon? After we watch his delivery, answer that question. He bowls. That's just nicked off. 1 bounce to second slip. It's gone through him for a quick run. Onto you. And it's hit him somewhere awkwardly. I think he's called the sledgehammer. I don't know. That looks very uncomfortable. Is that the area that everyone laughs about?
That is where they need to be targeting Burns, on that snipping in and then swinging away. Not sure what Jason Holder's doing on the floor there. Who's that on the floor?
I think he might have been hitting the nuts there, mate.
It looks a bit serious.
I think he was hitting the nuts, mate.
Well, no comment. Yeah, that is not pleasant at all.
And he's literally on the floor. I want Aussie Man to go and do this. Oh my god, look at him. Look at him there on the floor. So, you reckon they're going to be bowling... Do you reckon the West Indies bowlers, while we're waiting here, do you reckon they're going to try and bowl nice and full to Burns, or do you reckon they're going to look more short of a length?
I think they're going to be getting it up there, because you can see Gabriel's getting a bit of swing there.
It's Roach.
You have to get it a bit
It's Roach.
fuller. So, is that Roach there?
Yeah. It wasn't a groin injury, he slipped over.
Yeah, so you need to get it nice and full, so you can get that swing. Otherwise, it's going to be easy for them to play it off the back foot.
So that delivery was an outside edge that was reached. And it was pretty well bowled as well. It wasn't Gabriel bowling. I was just making a joke about Peter Gabriel for some reason.
Yeah.
Have you searched up Peter Gabriel yet?
No, not really.
Okay. So I think he'll be alright. He's getting up. I think is he walking off the field? I can't quite tell.
Maybe it's just a precautionary measure. I hope he's okay, because you don't want to be injured right now. He's one of their key bowlers. But it's good signs for Gabriel there in terms of the swing. I think it's his finger. Maybe his thumb. Doesn't look... Yeah, he's going off. It's not great for the West Indies when your captain goes off the field. Anything to say about that, Ethan?
Not much. A bit of bad luck there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting how the West Indies are going to deal with it now with that extra fielder off. Like,
yeah.
Do you know that? Do you reckon that player's a good catcher? Do you know if he's a good catcher? Because I don't know.
What? Holder?
Is Holder a good catcher?
Yeah, generally he has bucket hands, so he's got big hands and he's a good bat, he's a good bowler. He has been really good in the slips of late, so I do think he is a good fielder. But obviously he's a captain.
Roach bowls, that one's hit to mid-wicket, continue.
It's never good when your captain goes off the field, when you're playing with your... the captain of your international team. If they go off, it's never a good sign.
Certainly isn't. And have a look at the first innings and how the West Indies did to England. Again, even England are doing the mistake that I was demonstrating. This is crazy. Alright, Roach bowls. He puts it on the pitch very nicely. That one's defended to that mid-on fieldman for no run there, Sibley. I was saying that Sibley might get dropped because of his poor batting effort in the first innings. So we're going to have to see how he goes this innings.
I mean, he got 100 in the last test, so I don't think he's too worried about his things.
But he isn't very consistent of a player, in my opinion.
I mean, it's his first few games, so we've got to give him a bit of slack.
He bowls, that one's full, that's hit to square leg, sort of that backward square leg for no run.
You can't be too harsh on a young player like him. You really have to be a bit nicer towards these new players which are coming in. But yeah, maybe not so consistent now, but maybe one for the future to look forward to.
I think there's been problems with picking... I think rather than... Sorry.
He has shown that he is good enough because he has got those, as you say, I think it's 100 or 200s now, I'm not sure. But he's got the runs, he's got a few innings to back up his potential, so I'll be interested to see how he does.
Here we see on the Ruth Strauss Foundation, £500,000, 828, 500,128 raised. Here's Shannon Gabriel going into the attack. It's time for my sledgehammer joke, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really great, that Ruth Strauss Foundation.
Yeah.
Really great work that they're doing.
It's amazing that it's sort of picked up from what the Jane McGrath Day has done, and cancer just in general is a big cause, and I think it's good that they're supporting it. He bowls, that one's hit to that short mid-wicket fieldsman. I think it's short mid-wicket for no run. Gabriel will want it nice and full, I reckon. Just like what Roach was doing. Was it Roach? It was on the previous over. Oh my god, that's a silly mistake. So Burns is on 1. The only one who scored. I've got Gabriel bowling to Burns. Gabriel bowls. And that one's tucked through the mid-wicket region type thing for a single. So making that no wicket for 2 now, England.
Yeah.
Quick run through that area.
You just have to bat sensibly, really, here, and just get through this spell. You just have to get through those few opening overs, and then once you get past that, you can start. You'll be a bit more able to get away. If you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. So, Silly's loading himself up. What I should say about young players is why don't they just keep them in the Sheffield Shield and see how they're going, and then once their form's built up a bit even better, you try them for a test or 2, and if they're not good, then you just give them a wait for a year or so.
I just think England, they do want to give these guys some test match experience, which is why I think they've put them in the test team. And they do have talent, definitely.
Gabriel bowls, that's a beautiful delivery outside off stump. And England certainly do miss Alistair Cook. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I would say there is that experience. You can't buy experience from new players. There's no way these new players can be expected to have that same level of experience and skill that Alistair Cook did. But I think Alistair Cook was in the same position as these guys who are playing right now at some point in his career. So you have to understand that there is a point. You see that with football teams as well. They don't often. There are times when they don't play their best 11 because they want to bring these new players, these young guns in, so that they can learn from the best players. Because there's nothing better as a learning experience than playing at the highest level.
Yes, and Marnus Labuschagne is this is one example. We all said he was a poor batsman back in 2018. Now he's done fantastically. There was just a delivery we just missed that was left outside off stump.
Yeah.
15 seconds later. Marnus Labuschagne.
He was probably given. He probably played Test cricket before he was ready to play Test cricket, but because he learned from his experience and he was so willing to learn from his mistakes in that India series, then he learned how to become a Test batsman, and that's why he was so successful in the Ashes. Here comes Gabriel.
And that one's defended there to mid-wicket region for no run.
Defended by the sibling. So yeah, I think you do need to give them experience as well.
I remember.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the Australian cricket team, they dropped Curtis Patterson, but a lot of people said after his amazing innings against Sri Lanka that he bats like Alistair Cook. Now, I feel like England and Pakistan even more. They're two teams I can name. And other teams, they give younger players a lot more opportunity than Australians. I think maybe because us Australians are very snobbish and hate when we pick youngsters, or it's just because we're set up differently and we've got a very solid lineup, so you can't do much about it. I don't know. Anyway, Gabriel's running into bowl to Sibley. He bowls now. That is a very nice delivery. That's probably about a 4th or 5th stump line. He leaves it alone, Sibley. He's left it alone very, very well. It's a perfect delivery, just hanging around there. Very, very risky to dab a shot at, that's for sure. 2 overs gone, 0 for 2. Your perspective?
On what the young players coming in.
Yeah.
I think, look, you have to find that balance with, in the present moment, we need to win matches, and also at the same time, we need to have players ready in case someone retires or we need players for the future, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but it's interesting because Australia don't really focus much on young players. But when Warner and Smith left, they had a few open gaps for new players, so they put in Labuschagne and people like that. Anyway, he bowls. That was a good delivery outside off stump. So when Steve Smith left, for example, and all of a sudden, and David Warner and Cameron Bancroft, all of a sudden there was a gap to bring in some young players. They also tried out Travis Head in Test cricket. He's pretty good at Travis Head is a star at Tests, and they've knocked out Sean Marsh and put in Head, and they've knocked out Khawaja to put in Labuschagne because of what they discovered when Warner and Smith disappeared. So it promoted a change in Australian cricket, and they brought some youngsters in, and they're doing well now. He bowls. That one's really full. That's defended there. Sort of just defensive shots are flying away into that point gully region. So stuff like that seems to be happening here today. Is this a very awkward few minutes for England? How do you reckon they're going to get through it?
I think they just have that's how it is in England in Test cricket. You just have to battle through that early phase, and you will get your reward. That's what made Alistair Cook so successful in Test cricket, because he was willing to battle through that initial phase.
Alright, he bowls. That one's defended again. Again in that similar region. I kind of agree with you there. And defensive cricket, yes, it's promoted early on. And I was saying in that analysis video, I think I summarised batting England pretty quickly. And it's almost like us two are more accurate about batting in England than half the professional unit. And that's a crazy thing to say. I hope that someone hears me, and hopefully they don't judge us as selfish, but as people who have picked up something very important. As Roach is running into bowl, he bowls. That one's outside off stump. Getting a little bit of an away swing there to Burns. Finding that area which got an outside edge. And nearly caused a massive injury. Good area to bowl, do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. Nice and full on that off-stump line is where you really need to be at this time.
Roach is running in again. See, because this is the 10th ball. Usually that's what this all gets set up to. That one's bowled. That's into the pad. That's tucked a square leg for no run there. 131 kilometres per hour, the pace of that delivery. Leading wicket takers in Tests in Old Trafford. 51 wickets for Alex Bedser. These are long record. 30 for Anderson, 30 for Broad. Which one is going to be better, do you reckon, out of those two? Who's going to win that battle? Anderson or Broad? This is a rivalry between the two great mates.
See, it's really tight because you think, based on just how they've been doing, you'd have to go Anderson. But you have to remember, a lot of people bracket Anderson with Broad, and Anderson will retire at the same time as Broad. But Broad is quite a bit younger than Anderson. So I don't know. But Anderson is quite far ahead. It's going to be really tight. Because they're both, actually, if you think about it, I'm not sure their exact ages, but I think they're about 4 or 5 years apart in terms of age.
Do you think Anderson...
So it'll be interesting.
Broad's about 36, so that means Anderson will be 40. I think it'd be more like 38. I think it was 38, actually. It's 2 years gap. Anyway, there's just a dot there, hit to gully 30 seconds ago, listeners, if you're interested. So it's 0 for 2 after 3 overs. It's been a very, very defensive first 3 overs for England. Do you reckon it's good that they're being defensive? Answer my question after this delivery, okay?
Yeah.
You reckon it's been very, very defensive as Gabriel bowls. That one's left outside off stump. Do you reckon it's been very defensive from England, or do you reckon it's fair?
Obviously, in England, you cannot go out booing because you need that initial phase where you're just settling in, because it does move around a bit. So yeah, I do think it is good that they're starting a bit easily.
Sibley hasn't scored a run yet. As a youngster, maybe influenced by T20 cricket, do you reckon T20 is going to get in his head and he's going to feel like he needs to play a shot? Because cricket often comes natural to people, the way you play cricket. So, we'll see how that all goes. T20 is all about slogging, and it's certainly playing a lot on younger test players. He bowls. That one's way down the leg side. A good catch by the keeper. That might be signalled as wide. No, it won't be. So no run there. What do you think?
What, as in T20's effect on test cricket?
Yeah, because the younger players have often been more interested in T20 or have been affected by it because they play, even if they play both T20 and test. They naturally act in a certain way when they're hitting the ball, and cricket gets in your blood, so you almost have human. Cricket's about instinct almost, so human instincts now to slog a bit more rather than human instinct to be defensive. But that's how much cricket gets into people.
That cricket has been affected by T20 cricket.
He bowls. That one is. You can continue in a second. That's very, very well flicked off the pads for 4 through square leg. Excellent boundary.
They find it quite. Sometimes it can be good, like with declarations pushing players more attacking, so they know how to deal with that. But in some other situations, it can really hurt cricket in general.
Especially like if you get 10 dots in a row in a test match, and then the player thinks the bowler's bowling well, but I need to hit a boundary. Although he's hit a boundary there off a loose delivery, which is well done. The loose deliveries will come like that delivery. Excellent shot, by the way. And the boundary will probably come along, and it'll be like pretty good. But England have got a very healthy lead, so I don't think they need to be too much in the mind of scoring. But I think a lot of shots I've seen, even in Test cricket, are quite premeditated. Gabriel to Sibley. Gabriel bowls. That one's defended there for no run. That boundary got Sibley off the mark. What do you reckon of that boundary shot? Do you reckon it was pretty good, or do you reckon it was a slog?
Good shot. It was a decent shot, actually. I mean, any shot that gets you 4 runs is a good shot, really.
I might ask you a quick sensitive question, like on air.
Yeah.
It's probably a bit sensitive for on air, but I'm going to ask you it anyway after this delivery. And just wait for Gabriel to run in and bowl. Gabriel bowls, and that one's just hit there to square leg for no run. Don't you think that cricket, they're bringing a lot of politics into sports? Like, I think that they're using too much politics in sports. Like, they're pushing too much stuff, too many things ahead, such as, I don't mean to be rude, but, like, they're putting, like, gay pride events, they're putting in Black Lives Matter, which that's all fine by me. But why do you need to push through protesting in a sports match for people to enjoy? Whether I agree or disagree with it, I don't think they should be pushing protests. Even if I agree with the protest, they shouldn't be pushing it through a sporting event, because it's like forcing, okay, you watch cricket, so you're a Black Lives Matter protest, forcing people into it, like forcing players to have that. It should be a choice. It's fair enough if you agree with it, you should be allowed to. Anyway, that's bowl, that one's gone through gully for 4.
Interesting debate to have about whether we should be doing that, but I'm not sure, because lots of people would think that sports is the place where you need to lobby for issues like this, because they have the platform. But it's a very interesting debate. Lots of people would have different opinions on that.
My personal opinion is, why do you need to actually, like, you know how people, like, why do you need to make protesters have Black Lives Matter on their shirt? Because not everyone's going to agree with that movement. I think people will agree and people will disagree. And people should have the right to have an opinion on it. If you disagree, good on you. If you agree, good on you. You know what I mean? Like, it's sort of almost trying to take out free speech out of the game. And that's my worry about it all. I think black people have been mistreated for a long time, but my issue is free speech with it. Like forcing players to wear it.
I'm not sure how much forcing is involved. We'll have to see. But yeah, it's an interesting debate to have about politics in sport. So is this lunch then? They're walking off now?
Yeah, they're walking off for lunch now. So the batsman leaving the crease. We're going to go to a quick break now on RCTV's live and free coverage. Sibley's on 8. Burns is on 2. It's 0-4-10. One channel for you to check out is the Cool Boy Superhuman. As a featured channel of him, I really enjoy it. And obviously some of the amazing stuff he's done. If you've watched Super Series Minecraft on my channel and haven't checked out the Cool Boy Superhuman's version, you better do, because you will really like it. As well as some amazing memes, like some of the stuff is just going to amaze you. And yes, check out his channel. And some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is absolutely incredible to watch. How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. Oh.
If you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching.
This is the Galactic Ice Waves channel. It's a great channel. You should definitely check it out and subscribe. It's absolutely brilliant. And this is why.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another attempting to win all hypers games. And now that it's 0, write down x equals infinity. And now that it's infinity, write down x equals...
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Underrated Cricketers. All-Stars team is that they really got tired in the second half. So
Please remember to like, favourite and subscribe, it really helps out the channel.
And our featured channels. Galactic Ice Wave. Cricket Badges, cricketism at its finest. Analog Casual. I want a more casual approach to videos, right? And the idea is... So, the Cool Boy Superhuman, great channel.
Play for this.
Alright. Subscribe.
It's a Cool Boy Superhuman.
RCTV Cricket is brought to you by our live coverage of Marty's special run, making things happen. What a great run it was to watch. Watching it now. Cricket Talks, wrapping up special games of cricket perfectly for you to watch in your front living room. And Ice Wave, epic gaming channel with fun, entertaining videos.
One channel for you to check out is the Cool Boy Superhuman. As a featured channel of him, I really enjoy it. And obviously some of the amazing stuff he's done. If you've watched Super Series Minecraft on my channel and haven't checked out the Cool Boy Superhuman's version, you better do, because you will really like it. As well as some amazing memes, like some of the stuff is just going to amaze you. And yes, check out his channel. And
some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is absolutely incredible to watch. How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
Oh, good shot. Oh,
if you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching.
This is the Galactic Ice Waves channel. It's a great channel. You should definitely check it out and subscribe. It's absolutely brilliant. And this is why.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another attempting to win all hypers games. And now that it's 0, write down x equals infinity. And now that it's infinity, write down x equals...
Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Underrated Cricketers. All-Stars team is that they really got tired in the second half. So
Please remember to like, favourite and subscribe, it really helps out the channel.
And our featured channels. Galactic Ice Wave. Cricket Badges, cricketism at its finest. Analog Casual. I want a more casual approach to videos, right? And the idea is... So, the Cool Boy Superhuman, great channel.
Play for this. Alright.
Subscribe.
It's a Cool Boy Superhuman.
RC TV Cricket is brought to you by our live coverage of Marty's special run, making things happen. What a great run it was to watch. Watching it now. Cricket Talks, wrapping up special games of cricket perfectly for you to watch in your front living room. And Ice Wave, epic gaming channel with fun, entertaining videos. Some people ask, why should I subscribe to this YouTube channel? One good thing from the coverage was certainly the commentary.
Maybe they've all bowled rubbish. That's a very good shot. That is absolutely incredible to watch. How epic is this going to be?
Oh, go get that.
oh good shot. Oh,
If you're still not convinced, come and suggest your video. We'd like to hear it in the live chat or comment section of the current video you're watching. Welcome back everyone to England versus West Indies, live and free audio coverage. We're right at the back end of the broadcast. Adit's joined me right to finish off today. What do you have? What's your last words for today?
Nothing. I think West Indies are really behind in this game. They're going to have to really push back with the ball to get ahead, but I think they're really struggling here in terms of they're going to have to bowl really well. Really, really well, but I think about 90% chance England are going to run away with this game.
Thank you for joining me in commentary for the first session. It's great having you.
Yeah.
And great having all our viewers from wherever you are around the world. It's great having you.
So, is there going to be a broadcast tomorrow? I think that will be on my channel, I think.
There might be on your channel. I'll try to do my channel, but I've got a lot of stuff on, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So
lots of. I think over here the thing is that we've had about a year's worth of cricket condensed into 3 months or so.
Yeah. So we're gonna finish off the broadcast tonight. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and see you I guess tomorrow or whenever.
Well.
Check out the Cricket Badges. Subscribe to the Cricket Badges. It's a great channel, by the way. It has 160 subscribers. You're beating me at this already. It's in crazy stuff. It's great working with you. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah.
And all the viewers staying
no
up,
problem.
thank you so much for joining. Good night.
Bye bye.